Hi, this is Amma from the official YouTube channel of SSL Trust. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to install an SSL certificate on your website on the Enhanced Control panel. So let's get started. So this is my Enhanced dashboard, and as you can see, I'm hosting my website as a control panel itself, and our connection to the site is secure, but this is a Let's Encrypt free SSL certificate, and we are going to do a custom installation of our own SSL certificate. So let's get right to it. So the first step in this process is going to be generating a private key and a certificate sign-in request or CSR. For that, I'm going to scroll to the bottom of the SSL Trust homepage and then click on CSR Generator under Online Tools. Scroll down. So basically, a CSR or certificate sign-in request is nothing but a request initiated by you, the client, to the certificate authority. All the necessary information, such as the domain name and the business details, which are stored in a hashed form. On the technical side, it also contains the public key, which will be signed by the certificate authority and returned to you in the issued certificate. Now we are going to fill in these details real quick. SSL TLS certificate, encryption algorithm RSA, key length is going to be 2048, signature SHA-256, type in your domain name without the www, name of your organization, and you can add your address fields too if you want to display them on your CSR. Your state, your city, your province, and your country. Generate CSR and private key. And here we have our private key and our CSR right here. You can download it as a text file and as a PEM file too, and store it locally on your computer so as to be able to do multiple configurations in case there is a hiccup in the process. So be sure to save both of them. But since this is a demo video, I'm going to keep this window open and move on to the next step, which is going to be purchasing and configuring our SSL certificate. Okay, so I'm here on the SSL Trust homepage, and if you scroll down, you'll see that SSL Trust has established partnerships with all the leading SSL certificate authorities. And further, if you scroll down, you'll see that we have SSL certificates for about all of your SSL needs, whether you want to secure a single domain name, whether you want to secure unlimited subdomains, whether you want to secure your business website with a business SSL, multi-domain SSL certificates to secure multiple domains under one SSL certificate, code signing certificates to mitigate developer warnings on your website, and then email signing SSL certificates. So if you're not sure which SSL certificate is the best for you and your business, you can always contact our sales team at SSL Trust and we'll be happy to help you out. Additionally, you can use the SSL Selector tool on our website. So just choose your certificate, select your level of validation, and then specify the use case, and you'll get recommendations. Also, you can choose which brands do you want them from, which certificate authority, and you'll get recommendations according to that. Okay, so since this is a demo video, I'm going to go with a standard SSL certificate. Let's go with the commodore positive SSL. Choose your service duration. Add the card. Now click on checkout. Fill in your details real quick. Choose your preferred method of payment and then click on complete order. Once done with that, you can head over to the SSL Trust dashboard and select your page's product right here. Now click on Start Certificate Configuration, or provide this URL to the person doing the configuration for you. Now what we're going to do is copy our CSR from very start to the very end, including all the dashes, or preferably from your text file. So just paste it right here, click on Verify CSR, and if these details look just as you inputted them, then we're good to go. Server type, we have Apache Nginx and Lightspeed. So Enhance uses all three of these. So choose whatever you're using on your website, then click on Next Step. Fill in these details real quick. Now, if you have a technical individual doing this for you, please enter their details here. Otherwise, use admin contact. Okay, so now comes an important part of the process, which is domain control validation. So basically, you need to prove to the issuing certificate authority, which in this case is Sectigo, that you own your domain name and have complete access to it. Now you can do it in one of three methods, namely the email method, where you need to have one of these 5 email addresses on which you'll be sent an email, which when you open should contain a link, which when you click on should validate the ownership of your domain name, and you should get your SSL certificate issued. Now the second method is the HTTP file method. Now in this method, you're gonna need to create a text file with this exact name, and in that text file you're going to need to paste in these contents, and you'll need to create these directories or subdirectories if they're not already there on your server, and then click on check file to make sure that it is the file that you have uploaded is available on the internet and is verified by Sectigo, and you should have your SSL certificate issued. The third, or the method that we're going to use, is the CNAME record validation method. Now, in this method, you're going to need to have access to your DNS settings with either your domain name provider or your hosting provider, depending on where you've pointed your name service to. So let me log into my DNS settings real quick. Okay, so I'm here at my DNS settings, and we are going to add a new record right here. Type is going to be CNAME. Copy the CNAME record, paste it in the host box. Do the same for the CNAME value. Copy and paste it right here. Click on Save. Come back to the configuration window and click on this Check DNS record button right here. Search. And now just wait for a while, typically a few minutes up to an hour, depending on your DNS service propagation speed. So I'm gonna click on refresh to make sure that our record keeps getting checked. But for now, we can submit our configuration. As you can see, our configuration was a success. This is our order number, and our status is that we're waiting validation. Access the validation manager and open the drop-down menu. Select your method of validation and then click on submit or recheck. Just refresh things on Sectigo's end and you should have your SSL certificate. So this might take a while if you're doing this for the very first time, but just keep searching and your record should propagate real quick. But if you're not able to access the validation manager, you can always head back to the SSL Trust dashboard, select your product, and then access the validation manager from right here. So we're done with domain control validation and our certificate has been issued. Our record has propagated in enough places to be recognized by Sectigo. So collect or download the certificate from here. But if you think you made any mistakes in the process, you can always reconfigure your certificate from right here. So now that we have our SSL certificate files, we can now move on to installing them on Enhance Control Panel. So this is the Enhance Control Panel dashboard. I'm going to navigate to my websites. So I'm using this domain name as the control panel itself, but the process is the same for a website that you're hosting. So this is my domain name, and then I'm going to navigate to security and select the install custom SSL option under SSL certificates. So copy your certificate from the clipboard, the certificate collection page, and then paste it right here. Scroll down, copy and paste your private key from your text file, ideally, from the very start to the very end, including all the dashes. Paste it right here. Now, one more thing that we can do is press enter just after the end of the first certificate in the certificate dialog box. Head back to the certificate collection page. Copy this to a clipboard, the intermediate certificate, and we're gonna paste it just after the end of the main SSL certificate right here to form a chain of SSL certificates. Now, installing your intermediate certificate ensures that there are no security warnings displayed to users when they're visiting your site. So it is always good to install both of them. Now I'm going to click on upload, and as you can see, our custom SSL certificate was added. Let's check the installation. Let's navigate to https://yourdomainname.com, and as you can see, our connection to the site is now secure and our certificate is completely valid. Okay, so now that we are done with the installation of our SSL certificate, we can now proceed to check the SSL certificate, or test it rather. For that, I'm going to scroll to the bottom of the SSL Trust homepage, and then you can use our tool. So basically, you can use this tool to check the strength of the SSL certificate that it is installed on your domain name or website, and you can even perform the detail check and get a report which should give you insights on the SSL certificate on your website. So just type in your domain name, and then click on check SSL TLS. Make sure that you perform the detail check, which takes a bit longer, of course. So just wait a bit for the results. Okay, so we're done with the SSL Labs test, and as you can see, we have got an overall rating of A, which means that our certificate is installed correctly and there are no security errors basically. And you can even see a detailed report which shows you how your SSL certificate performs in all areas. But if you look at everything else, the header response, the protocols, the ciphers, so this is a pretty useful tool that you can use to check the performance of your SSL certificate. So I hope you were easily able to install your SSL certificate on your website in Enhanced Control Panel. If not, there is a written guide in the very description of this video that you can refer to for more clarity on the process. Also, if this video helped you in any way, please give us a like. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. And do consider subscribing if you're into all things SSL. And as always, thanks for watching.